Good evening and welcome to VMC Planet Radio. My name is Mr. Stan. It is Thursday. We are back. The show is called Made, Making a Difference in Education and Training. We take the T in made and we make it silent so that it rhymes and sound so good. It is the 25th of February 2021. This is VMC Planet Radio. It is exactly 1806. You know, with a show like this that we talk about education and all things that are related to education and training, we start off by saying there is actually a difference between education and training. Now, education basically is the pursuit of knowledge. You learn to know. And when we speak about training, we are talking skill. It basically means it is the pursuit of skill you are learning to be able to do. Now, today's show is a very, very, very interesting one. You remember the result for the metric were released on the 23rd of February, this year. And, the circumstances in which we found ourselves in of COVID, the pandemic that shook the whole world. It led us to having those results being released so very, very, very late. Now, we are going to speak about two things today in today's show. We have matriculants that were found competent. So, I'm not even sure whether we say you were found competent or you pass. In fact, let's just say you pass, right? And I see there are here, in the studio, wearing, sports and caps and all of those things, at will. That is the interesting part. So I have in the studio Sfiso Sibeko, and I also have Asanda Nkabinde. And then on the line, I have a teacher, from Toko Taba High School, who actually produced very, very good results from school. He will tell us about the subject that he teaches, and he will also tell us a secret as to how do we get to that stage. Now, don't forget, the show starts exactly at 1800 right up to 1900. And with time, we might take this to about maybe 2000, in days to come. VMC Planet Radio, we are beyond tomorrow. We are also futuristic. We are passionate about youth empowerment and mentorship. We also promote local content and local artists. And we also are very proud about what we do as well, entrepreneurship and skills development. Now, you want to get hold of Mr. Stan right here. The number is 062-450-8619. You can send me an SMS. You can send me a WhatsApp note. You also can send me a WhatsApp as we dealing with all these discussions that we are having today. And don't forget, as we are celebrating 1 year in broadcasting right here at VMC Planet Radio, we are also running a competition. If you are into chess, I have with me 5 chess books. I also have 5 chess kits. And for you to be able to win, you just have to mention one thing, just anything It can be a move, it can be a language that is used in chess. What else can you mention? Yeah, quite a number of things that you can mention about chess, as long as it can be verified to be correct. But hopefully you are going to be a winner. And if you win, you're going to have either a book or a chess kit. It is 1811 right here at VMC Planet Radio. Like I told you, the show is called Made. It's MADET, making a difference in education and training. My name is Mr. Stan. You can find me on Facebook. It's Bongani Stan Mulaudzi. and at Steady Mrauzi on Twitter. Ndawu Yanduna Ndimthanga wange Chirata. Big up to you, big up to everybody that is listening to this broadcast right now at VMC Planet Radio. We are saying we are grateful. You can be able to log on at www.vmcplanetradio.co.za. Now we are. It is that time where we speak to, our special guest. First, we are going to talk to Mr. Khanyane. Good afternoon, sir. In fact, good evening, sir. And how are you?
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm so well. I'm so very grateful. I can see you even from far because we are virtual. Remember, VMC Planet Radio, we are into the fourth industrial revolution. We don't want to find ourselves in the tail end of technology. And I see you. I've always been talking to you, but now I can see you face to face, especially virtually. But I can see you are very bubbly with that smile of yours. I can see how your students are actually doing well. Eh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. And I'm happy to see you too. And I would like to greet all the listeners of VMC Planet Radio. And it's good to be on this platform. I mean, our MEC, Mr. Panyaza Lusufi, always speaks about the fourth industrial revolution and virtual meetings, virtual classes. So this is one of those examples, and I'm absolutely excited about it.
I am excited. I'm also grateful. I'm also honored, and I feel so happy that you could honor this invitation to talk to you, especially during the time where, against all odds, I mean, you managed to achieve a milestone. Eh? And that is history in itself.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, because we are living in times like very challenging times, and with the circumstances that we are faced with, and having achieved these good results, I mean, it's something to ride home about, and it's something to cheer about. And I would really like to doff off my hat to the cohort, the matriculant cohort of 2020. I mean, they have done it, sir. They have done it. Congratulations to all of them, even to those who did not do it.
Yeah, and we can always encourage parents to say, please don't think it's all lost. I mean, everybody make mistakes as long as they can get up, dust themselves off, and forget about looking at where they fall off and take a step and move forward.
Wow, that's a positive comment, sir. That's actually what we are saying to all the parents, that this is not the time to actually be on the case of their children, but this is the time to encourage them and to say, if they did not do it again, I mean, they still have a chance. The matric year, especially for them, is divided into two. It's either they will write in June or they will write in November. So they have seen themselves that a year is such a small thing, and if you are busy, you really can do it.
Okay, now I've got two questions, right? One is
yes,
on the 23rd. How did you sleep?
I slept peacefully, sir.
I think there's a reason for it. Eh?
There is a reason for it, and there are so many reasons for it. Number one, I know that we have given our best as teachers, and then I'm not only talking about my school. I'm talking about teachers all around the country.
In general, yes.
In general, regardless of the situation and the challenges that we encountered. I would like to say big ups. I mean, they use that language. Thank you very much to the Department of Education for making it possible for all teachers to teach during the pandemic and to teach effectively, even when the odds were really against us. The most important thing about it is all systems were in place, and the Department of Education introduced the SIP classes, especially for the matriculants, wherein matriculants have to go into other institutions, be taught by different teachers. They get different inputs from there. So with all the efforts that were made, I'm very happy, and I slept very peacefully, and I knew I've always been positive about the results, and I've always said it even to my HOD that this cohort of matriculants might actually surprise a lot of people. Thank you, sir.
They actually did make history. I've got with me Asanda Nkabinde. He is turning 20 this year. He is 19. I've got Sfiso Sibeko as well, turning 20 as well. They are 19 years of age. These are some of the matriculants that have passed. We went under the rock, went through to the caves trying to find them, and we have them here in the studio, and it will be very, very remiss of me to not ask you to actually explain exactly who Bongani Khanyane is before they speak.
I'm just a simple individual. Let me just say hi to my fellow panelists, Abu Asanda, those who are in studio. To them, I would like to say they are pioneers. They I remember one thing. My teacher used to tell me that if you don't have confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, but with confidence, you have won the race even before you get started. So they have seen it and they have done it, and then I would like to congratulate them. Speaking about me, sir, I am an educator at Tokotaba. I'm an English teacher at Tokotaba, and I teach English. I teach the grade 12s and I teach the grade 11s. I've been in this profession. This year I am 14 years into this profession. I do have a track record, sir. I'm happy to say, for the years that I've been teaching the trick, I've been able to get my 100% for the English department and counting.
And hence we felt that we had to actually profile you and talk to you. Is there a particular reason why you are wearing Orlando Pirates jersey?
No, it's not written Orlando Pirates anywhere.
Oh, okay. It looks like Pirates because this is and hopefully forgive me if you are a Chiefs fan, right? Because this is because this has been doing rounds, right? They said this it's not me, right? I'm quoting, yes, right? Quoting. Yes. People have heard of what is a beef stock, right? People also know what a vegetable stock is, but they've never properly defined what a laughing stock is. Up until, so we're not going to continue, right?
yes. No, let's not venture into.
Let's stop right there. All right. All right. Now, Sfiso and Ayanda.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. How are you, gentlemen?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Very, very well. Can you hear them from where you are?
I can, sir. I can. Sfiso and Ayanda, I heard you, gentlemen.
Okay. Sfiso and Asanda.
Oh, and Asanda.
Yes.
But I can't see them.
Yeah, no. You yes, you can't see them because I'm using one camera.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Now, these gentlemen, I mean, they are part of the history. Yes. Now, here is a teacher, although he's not your teacher, but as a teacher, he becomes your teacher because his profession is being a teacher. So, gentlemen, how does it feel to be like pioneers?
It feels great. Wow. To be honest, it feels great.
Okay, maybe let's start by you telling the listeners who you are, and then you can answer.
Okay. I'm Asanda, and I would say it's
it's great. It's actually a nice feeling for a teacher to be saying such about us, calling us pioneers. Sorry, and yeah, it says a lot about us.
It says a lot about you, right?
Yes.
So you are part of history.
Yes, we're part of the history making.
Exactly. So because remember, you never dreamt when you passed your grade 11. You never dreamt that you're gonna be a pioneer one day.
Yeah, it was never in my head.
It was never in your head.
It was never.
And the Sfiso?
Well, it was a great feeling, to be honest, especially given the circumstances we experienced last year with the whole coronavirus. Finishing matric was actually like,
So
one of the bright things to actually come.
So this is what's going to happen, right? Me and the teacher will be asking you questions together, right? Okay. So if he has something to ask, he's going to ask you. Because I know when we were coming this way, I asked you about what is the present participle of think.
Okay, sir. No, I would not like to actually take them back to a classroom.
Yes.
But a simple question that I would like them to answer is, how did they make it?
Exactly.
Well, I would like to answer. Okay, this is Fiso speaking.
Yes, Fiso.
So, how did I make it? Well, it was quite difficult because, one, I'll be honest, I'm not a person who really likes to study, who really likes to read. So, with COVID coming and then we never went to school for a long time, now, though, everything was just now looking at me. I had to now tell myself, Guti, I have to study, otherwise I won't make it. And it was hard, but I pushed and I made my parents proud.
And most importantly, you also made yourself proud.
Yes.
Asanda?
Yeah, also with me, it wasn't easy. I don't want to lie, because I spent most of my time with Sfiso. So, yeah, and we're not like really tough candidates and of schooling. But yeah, we did our best, and yeah, we're proud, man, and we made it out. So.
Now, from me, because that question is very profound, but I like the way you answered it, because you actually had to push yourself. So basically, it means something. It means that now, if you want something so bad, you can be able to achieve if you put an effort to it. Right?
Yeah. If you put effort and you believe, you'll actually achieve it.
You see, did you hear that? I mean, that is a quotable from our young stars here, sir.
Yes, sir. No, I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm inspired.
Now, because you are pioneers, what is it that you can say to advise the ones that now are going to be occupying that chair? You know that chair you were sitting on. Yeah. Somebody's going to sit on that chair, and I'm sure you don't want that chair to be ashamed.
Yes. Well, what I can say is, don't make Corona an excuse. We made it with Corona, so it's possible for other people to do it. If you believe, if you tell yourself in your mind that you are going to pass, trust me, your number is there in that newspaper.
I don't have much to say, but just if you just believe in yourself and just avoid distractions, going out a lot, and just focus, because this time is really flying, and time is money.
Time is money. Now, tell me, what is the one thing that you always say that propels the student to achieve this pass rate that you always produce in your school?
Say, thank you so much for your question. I'm a product of a struggle. I'm a product of a struggle. I relate to my learners. I grew up in the very same situation as my learners did. it's very easy for me to motivate them using myself as an example. And I'm listening to Sfiso and Asandane, and they are motivational in a sense that they say they had to push themselves. I also had to push myself to be where I am today. I studied in one of the best universities because I pushed myself so much and so hard. And I know with hard work and with focus and determination, sir, anyone can do it. Even the Bible says a chance happens to all of us. I mean, we all have an equal opportunity to actually achieve. It's about having the courage to do it. Because to me, courage means the capacity of moving from failure to failure. But the one thing that you are not supposed to lose is to lose the enthusiasm. And the enthusiasm comes in when you fall, you rise up again. And then you think about your background, you think about the things that you want to achieve and the difference that you want to make in your community. So I'm a product of such a struggle. I'm a product of community work. I'm a product of hard work. I was not the smartest, but I was one of the hard workers. And yes sir, and I'm proud of them. And I always teach from a motivational point of view to my learners, because I know what it means to struggle. I know what it means to stay in a shack. I know what it means to go to school without any money in your pocket. I know what it means to go to school without shoes. I know what it means to go to school without proper uniform. I know what it means to sleep on your empty stomach. I know all of those things. So it's easy.
So that in itself is actually motivation. But you use the word fail twice, right, in one sentence, right? And I just want to decipher that, right? I just want to decipher that, because fail in itself, right? You can use it as an acronym.
Yes, sir.
And which will basically means F will stand for first attempt in learning.
Yes, sir.
So basically, it does not mean. In fact, in workplace learning, because it's something that I'm actually involved with, we no longer use words such as fail and pass, right?
Yes,
we
sir.
use the word competent and not yet competent, because those are positive. Those are positive words. Competent in itself is positive. Not yet competent is positive, because it says you also have another opportunity or another goal at being found to be competent. Now, these youngsters here are going to embark on a journey that you yourself have undertaken. And there is an African saying of saying, I think you will correct me, my vendor is par excellent, but my Zulu, it's not as good. But kuthiwa indlela ibuzwa basephambili
Kuba phambili.
Yeah, so you are ahead, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have traveled this road.
I've traveled this road, sir.
And these two young men here, they are both, they are approaching 20.
Yes.
And they're going to be embarking on that journey. Is it a hard journey?
Yes, it is. But if you attack this journey, or if you undertake this journey with positivity, it becomes smooth. And the good thing about them is they are at that age wherein they are now supposed to to sift the kind of friends they have. If you want to be a bird and fly high, you need to associate yourself with birds that can fly high. So now it is their chance to really sit down and make hardcore decisions about their journey. It is possible. They can make it. Again, they just need to put an extra focus in everything that they are doing and everything that they want to achieve, to make sure that what they are dreaming about comes true. It is possible, sir. They are well on their way to achieve it.
I think that's also one of the greatest motivations that you will ever have. I mean, as young as you are, guys, you heard, right?
Yes.
What do you take from this message?
Well, what I take is that I shouldn't give up, and I should believe that I'll make it, because there's nothing that's more important than believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, no one will. So believe in yourself and you will make it.
Okay.
Asanda. I also think that you shouldn't quit, and if you hang around the barber long enough, sooner or later you will get a haircut.
Okay.
You shouldn't give up. So yeah, that's what I say. What do you think?
They are saying, although they're not really paraphrasing you, but they are actually saying that it actually take like hard work, for them to reach where you were able to reach.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It does, sir.
So the interesting part, right, is that they themselves as student and listening to you, I think they're beginning to understand that it is not going to be easy, but they know it is actually achievable. Now, there are those that are actually listening to you now and hearing that what you just said, you put it so simple, and they were able to hear it and even take it from how you said it and put it into their own words. So have you always been having this ability to simplify words?
I've always aspired to simplify everything that I do, because it's about, when you are communicating to somebody, you are sending out a message, and they accept the message and synthesize it to smaller chunks or smaller portions, wherein they are able to understand it. So the breaking down of messages is one of the things that one has to be in possession of as an English teacher, and being able to code switch like you are doing right now, and to code mix. But remember that especially in our profession,
yes,
the language of learning and teaching is English. But you are not forbidden. You cannot be prevented from code switching and code mixing, meaning that you break down these messages into their languages, because you were able to speak Isivenda. You speak Isivenda fluently.
Yes.
And then you Gamanda.
Yeah.
And then you speak isiZulu as well, as much as it is not your home language, but at least you are trying to, so that you make the next person understand that which you are communicating. So even to them, I think if they can adopt that attitude and the hard work that they have put in their studies to make it to this far, I think going forward they already have a platform, sir.
And I want us to talk about English just a little bit, because I know being an English teacher can be very tricky, because this is a foreign language, and
yes,
to most of your students is second language to them. right?
Yes, yes.
And if you look at the history of English, you will hear some of the people, they say, and excuse my term, but this is VMC Planet Radio. They say it's a bastard language because it is not an original language. It is a mixture of quite a number of languages. I mean, you've got Latin, you've got Greek, you've got German, you've got quite a number of languages that are mixed, right? And
it's a concoction.
Yes, exactly. And now this cocktail of languages, now we have perfected it so much that we develop an affinity or the love for it to a point where we even end up laughing at each other where we make mistakes.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want us to speak a little bit about language, like English as a language. Why is it that whenever you want to say something in English, or the English language has got a lot of do onto them. I want you to do this. Why did you do that? You know, because did is the past tense of do, and you say, why did you do that? I see Asanda is nearly falling off the chair.
and if Mr. Mlauti can do it, or if Mr. Mlauti did it, why can't I did it too?
You see, the former homeland of Venda president once said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because it's actually a very interesting language. Some of the people are very eloquent, right?
Yes, sir.
And some of the people, although they are all eloquent, but they are very shy to speak because when they speak English, they don't have the confidence to actually speak it, right?
Yes, sir.
We've got grammatical errors. We've got issues where some of the people will use bombastic word. I mean, if you did debates maybe at school, you will want to debate to win the debate linguistically, right?
Yes.
Do you still do debates at schools?
Yes, we do, sir. We still do debate at school, and our debate teams are lively, and that's where we, like for instance, this year, I've actually decided that I am not just going to focus on debate, but I want to start a newspaper. What do you call the newspaper for my school?
Okay.
Because it's one of the courses that I am doing currently to further my studies. Wow. So I want to develop a cohort of learners who can be journalistic in thinking.
In nature, yes. Now,
in nature.
Okay. Yes. All right. This is getting interesting, right?
Yes.
Young people these days, there's a manner in which they speak, right?
Yes.
And there's also a manner in which they write.
Yes.
And I'll give an example. I don't allow my kids to write or to use shorthands when they write.
Yes.
Because I know they are not going to learn anything. I mean, they might make a mistake at school. So do you guys as teachers discourage that? We do.
I remember in one of the schools that I worked in, when we were discussing with my fellow teachers, they would always say, let us discourage these learners from using acronyms, not acronyms. What do you call these words? The shortened version of words.
Yeah, okay,
it's my mom, my dad. We must always encourage them to use the full language so that they can get the full comprehension of the language. Because in our process writing, that's where we develop language. And then we give them a chance. They start off by writing a paragraph, and then they develop that paragraph into different paragraphs of the body of their essays and all that. And then that's where we check the use of language. And then we discourage the tsotsital because they use a lot of tsotsital these days. We discourage all of that. That's where we correct them, and then we bring them back to the correct way of speaking English.
Okay.
Of course, we know that in their spare time, they do speak with their friend in that short language and they enjoy it. But we teach them that there is communication, there is language that we can use for communication, and there is what we call formal language.
Oh yeah, because I want to drive to a point, right?
Yes, sir.
and I will tell you why I want to drive to, because I like rappers, right?
Yes, I know, sir.
Because they rap in English, right?
They rap in English, sir.
Now, do you? I want to ask if, because it also helped them to be very proficient as well.
Yes.
Now, do you? Because I was talking to another teacher, because one of his students it's a rapper, and
Yes.
then the teacher was saying, no, but this one, it looks like he came here to school for one subject, and I asked what. He says no. English, but he think it is because he likes to rap and he raps in English. But some of them, when they rap, they use proper like English. Now,
Yes.
do you ever have those competition where people will be dropping words from the top of their heads at your school? Do you think if you have it, will it actually help? I will come back to you guys. Don't worry.
Yes,
you are very much part of this. Don't forget when you're speaking to a teacher, right? He's always a teacher. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Mlauzi, yes. It's something that needs to be encouraged. Especially, remember that we go to school not only to learn or to be learned, but one of the things is that's a platform where we discover talents for different from different learners, and those that you get to discover their talents, you get to encourage them to actually focus on that which they are doing well or that they want to do, and if needs be, you get onto platforms where you can find them people who can mentor them, because as a teacher I might not be able to mentor them in rap or rap music and all that, but I can always create a platform for them so that I encourage them to follow their
dreams.
their yes.
All right. Now, Sfiso,
Yes, sir.
like in terms of English as a language itself, how much would you say you are able to actually understand it fully? Will you go to any English-speaking country and survive?
Well, I wouldn't say survive. Okay, I would survive, but to a certain extent.
Okay, what will block you to other extent you did not mention?
Like the English language itself is so complex. There's just so many words that I myself don't even understand. And when I hear them, it just sounds like a whole foreign language. So I feel like...
Okay, what is what is the one word, the English word? Either it chuckles you up, it makes you laugh, or like it surprises you, it amazes you to say, but how did they come up with this word, right? And that goes to you as well, Asanda, because I will tell you, there is one thing that I was once told, and up to this stage I don't know what it means. But I want you to say it, then I will say it, because now we've got Mr. Khanyane who will help us with this statement that I'm going to mention. Okay. And then, what is that one word, Sfiso? Okay, maybe it's two words. One word, it makes you laugh. The other word, like, it surprises you. What are those?
Well, I don't think I would have a word that I would say makes me laugh. But I have this one word that surprises me, and I think even the teacher will be shocked. It's the word inquisitive.
Inquisitive, yeah.
Yes. I've heard the word inquisitive so many times from my friends, from teachers, and they all use it in a different manner. I just do not know what that word means. You'd find someone, you're talking to him and he's like, you're just so inquisitive. And I don't even understand what he means, but he still says, I am inquisitive.
But I'm sure you've got a dictionary. Okay, then.
A word that makes me laugh would be, let me see. Oh, some people like to misuse the words. What's this? Satisfy and
satisfy.
And satisfy. And so there was we had a situation at school. Can't really remember when, but we had a teacher. She was talking about certifying. We had to go certify, and so she just messed it up, and that would be the word that confuses people.
Okay. You know what? There's a couple of messages that I have here, right? But I'm not going to mention names, right? One of my friends says, "I must tell you, it is called Chivenda, not Venda." You know?
Oh, no, I take that correction, sir. I take that correction.
Okay. Another one is telling me that you are lying. We are Sazi Zulu. Okay, I didn't say I don't. I just said.
You said you are not as fluent as you are fluent in Chivenda.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Now, I want you to assist me. Okay, they've mentioned two words, right?
Yes, sir.
It's inquisitive and satisfy versus certify, right? Now,
yes, sir.
Now, somebody, in fact, this was a teacher, who said to me, I am actually suffering from a correlation of multiple tapa. What does that mean? It was an English teacher.
To be honest, I don't know what it means. No, sir, no. I really don't want to waste.
It's fine, because you see, the interesting thing about teachers is that I hear you guys actually also invent your own words, ne? Especially English words. You are very inventive.
Yes, we are, sir. As an English teacher, yes. You need to be inventive.
Now, this is what I normally say, right? Or even to myself or other people, is that for me to be able to understand, let's say, a word, especially long words, right? I actually have to break the word down so that I can understand basically what it means. Now, Sfiso, people tell him when he asks questions that he's just so inquisitive, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it bothers him that it is used within different contexts.
Okay.
And he never takes the word very serious anymore. Does it happen with your learners that because of the way in which a word has been used, it discourages them to even attempt to understand the word, or is it something that must actually propel them to understand the word better?
I think, especially today, I was in one of the classes. I was very surprised. One learner asked me, what does the word colloquialism mean?
Oh, yes.
Colloquialism.
Yes.
And then I was taken aback. I was excited at the same time. I looked at the learner, and then I explained what colloquialism means, and actually these words are made for them to lure them into English, into wanting to know what the word means. I think it's easier these days, especially in our schools, because we've got free Wi-Fi and all that, and in schools that allow their learners to bring their gadgets. Because every time I tell them that every time you come across a word or a concept that you don't understand, pause and then go back to your dictionary, look up that concept, and then explain it within context or within the context of that which you are reading. So that's how you develop. That's how you develop your vocabulary, and then I always explain to them that there's a dictionary called a thesaurus.
Yes.
Yes, it's a dictionary that will actually give you a concept and give you the other meanings of the very same concept, and give you different meanings on how to apply that word. So Sfiso should not be bothered by anyone who discourages him for being inquisitive, because being inquisitive is having or showing an interest in learning things, or a person who is curious.
Yeah, a person who wants to understand things. Yes.
Yes. He must always be inquisitive.
In fact,
that's how you learn as a person. I'm sorry, sir.
No, I wanted to say, in fact, he should take it as a positive. It is actually a very beautiful thing, because it means he's got an inquisitive mind, he's got a curious mind. He wants to always know. So
he shouldn't be discouraged by that.
Yeah. Perhaps from now on, if he decides to become a rapper, rappers use names that are memorable. He must call himself Mr. Inquisitive or something.
Exactly. That's his stage name. That will be his stage name, and everyone would know that. Oh no, that's Sfiso.
Yeah, exactly.
From VMC.
Yeah, exactly. So it is VMC Planet Radio. It is exactly 18:55. The show is called Made. My name is Mr. Stan, and you see, when you speak to teachers, you quickly run out of time, right? Guys, you understand the journey that you are about to undertake, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what does it mean to you that you are no longer going to be wearing uniforms?
Okay, with me first, I would say, I need to go update on my wardrobe, my clothing, and that's going to quite cost my parents, because changing clothes every day, it has to be a different outfit. So I'm not sure if they're ready, but I can say I'm ready.
Okay, besides that, besides now, like the wardrobe itself, how does it feel that you're not gonna wear a uniform? Are you gonna miss the uniform?
Not really, because the uniform used to keep me hot a lot. It was too hard for me, so I'm happy I'm moving on.
I school pens. I school pens on a hot day. They're like foil. They're like foil.
Sir, did you hear what they say?
I heard, sir.
So, do they ever complain to you that school pens are hot?
Yes, they do. They do a lot. And to the gentlemen in the studio, I would say to them, it's good. It's good. I mean, they earned it. They worked hard for it, for them not to go into their school uniform. The only thing that I would encourage them to do is to please speak to their parents, and then they take the very same uniform as it is and donate it back to the school, because there are learners there who do not have the very same uniform that they are complaining about. So let them just go to a teacher. There's a TLO, a teacher learner component teacher, and then let them donate it to the school, and then that uniform will be distributed to the learners who do not have it.
Now, Sfiso just raised his hand, and unfortunately, because he's hearing your voice, he thinks I'm not a teacher. He's actually raising his hand. Sfiso, you want to say something?
I just wanted to mention that I've already started donating my school uniform. I've actually given some of my shirts, my old school jerseys, my tie.
Yes.
to the ones in me. Yes.
Oh, okay. Asanda?
The same with me. I gave away my uniform.
Oh, you know, because what you said now, I even forgot about it. It's so profound, and yeah, I wish we can have another hour, but I'm sure with the information you have supplied, it's people that are listening, there's a whole lot of things. In fact, I just wanna check a few things because I don't know. But this one is my friend. I'm not going to mention my friend's name. He says, if I keep on talking about Kaizer Chiefs, he's going to stop listening to my show.
and you don't want to lose your listeners.
No, but I know this one will listen because always give me positive, feedback. So...
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the other one says, thank you to the teacher. Unfortunately, I didn't get the name, but you seem to be a very fun teacher. No wonder your students actually achieve the result that they do.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, so which is actually a very, very good thing. But thank you so much for joining us. We are really appreciative, and we are going to make the podcast available, and we will send it back to you. Perhaps me and you, we still have to have some kind of a discussion, maybe later on during the day.
It's not a problem, sir.
But thank you so much. We really appreciate your coming here. That was a teacher from Toko Taba High School. His name is Bongani Khanyane. He is one of the best teachers that we have in the country, always producing results and understanding, this profession of teaching and learning. In fact, he is an educator. That's what they call him. Thanks a lot, sir, and have a good one.
Thank you so much, sir, and thanks for the invite. And to the gentlemen in the studio, all the best, gents. All the best.
Sir.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much, sir.
Keep inspiring. We are proud of you.
Thank you, sir. God bless.
Mr. Mlauzi, you are the bomb.
Thank you so very much. But at least you made us understand what is the meaning of laughing stock. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now that was Bongani Khanyane from Tokotaba High School, and I am still. I've got 3 more minutes now with the gentleman here, Asanda and Sfiso. Now, gentlemen, you have just been interviewed right here at VMC Planet Radio. How does it feel?
It's an honor. I'm happy to be here. And yes, I just hope you'll just continue. And
then your fellow matriculants, the one that you were with and they've passed, what do you want to say to them?
I want to say congratulations, guys, and keep it up. It doesn't end here. Let's move.
That was the voice of Asanda. Thank you so much, Asanda. Sfiso?
And yeah, I would like to say to the previous matrics, the ones that passed with me, I would like to say, guys, this is not the end. Let's keep on moving, guys.